Hello and welcome, Gemini, to your mid-month June reading. Happy to be here with you today. So the energies that are coming through they're a little mixed, but mostly right now the heart chakra, the heart center, I'm seeing a lot of green light around you, and that could be because you're needing to do some healing around your heart energy, or it could just be general healing energy is around you at this time. It might be that you have some protection from the angels right now, and that's the way it's coming through to me. It feels like your heart is beginning to open, but it's also reserved. It's tentative, so not restricted, not tight, not fearful, just opening, but holding back just a little bit. And when I focused in on that energy, what the messages were that came out was related to that energy center is, I want to love, but I'm holding back. And then also, am I lovable? Am I worthy? So it may be that you're dealing with some thoughts or concerns about feeling worthy for love, and that might be what's holding you back. But it feels like there's something. It's kind of for some of you, it's a very general sense about, am I worthy for love in a very general way? And for others of you, it might be, am I worthy of love with a particular person? So I'm feeling for some of you a little bit of sadness or resignation. It doesn't feel like overwhelming grief or anything like that. It's just a kind of like when you take that deep sigh and you're just kind of like, oh man, yeah. So sadness or resignation, a lack of action. There's no fire in your step. There's no chutzpah. There's no energy toward much right now. At the same time, you kind of know what you need to take action toward and what you need to do. You know what needs to happen, but you're feeling unsure of yourself. And you're just not sure if you should take that action. What will the consequences be if I do that? On the other hand, again, without taking that action, there's a sense of like no passion and no fire in your life. Because of that, you might focus a little bit more on your pentacles. You might focus a little bit more on money or projects or other things that will take you outside of that sadness and resignation and give you something external to focus on. I do see for many of you, there's a new opportunity coming in. And for a while, it's going to make you happy. Whatever this new energy is, it's going to distract you, and you're going to feel like, oh, I'm happy now because I don't have to worry about this other situation. And it'll help get your mind off of whatever's troubling you. Okay, Gemini, so with that, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. And we'll start with overall energies. And if you don't know already, I changed my reading site, so I'm now in a different room, and it's so much better. It's really open, there's lots of space, it's really airy, it's beautiful. However, what that means is that my feline friends who are roaming about the house may pop into your reading from time to time. I take it as an omen. It's a good thing when that happens. But just so you're aware, yeah, those 3 cards came out, but I got that they were not the right ones. So we're going to go ahead and pull your 3 cards out and look at your overall energies. Let's see what's happening. Orphaned. Sadness and resignation, feeling a little left out in the cold, feeling unsure about what to do, what actions to take, if you're worthy of taking those actions. This is also a little bit of a card of shame. Like, you know that maybe you did something that you're ashamed of, and it's part of what got you into the current situation, which is why you're holding back, because shame might be too strong of a word, but it's like you're kind of embarrassed by the way you behaved or embarrassed by something, and it's got you in this inward place. And I feel like that pattern is not serving you. Whatever that is, that when you do a behavior and then you turn inward and like kind of beat yourself up over it, that pattern's not serving you. So we'll see what other messages come through around that. We also have a leg up. And for some of you, this might be getting some support, possibly even professional help to address some of this, either the current situation or the overall pattern. You know, if this is a pattern that's been playing out in your life for a long time, it might be time to face it and start figuring out how to do it differently. I do feel like there are people around you that can help you and support you, as well as looking at the possibility of some professional options like counseling or whatever. But there are people around you that really care for you and that you really trust, and they can help you start talking through some of this. But in order to do that, you'll have to be honest about what's going on. A change in the wind. So this could be the invitation to changing some of this behavior or some of this pattern that's keeping you stuck. So let's see what else. We'll pull some clarifiers here for Gemini. Oops. So a need for healing, and also a need for courage, right? Some of this energy, this kind of, I said the word shame before, which it could be that, it could be something else, but like that shame or embarrassment, to break free of that, you need some courage. You need a little courage to start breaking free from that pattern so that you can heal. And clarity. So the clarity will come as the healing starts, and as that courage helps you to move forward, you'll gain more clarity. So let's look, Gemini, for you a little bit more at where are you? Where are you in this current energy? Where's Gemini in this current energy? 2 more cards, please. Woo! Oh my. That was like half the deck. Let's try that again. 2 more cards. Gemini in the current energy. Gemini in the current energy. Thank you. Okay. Oh my goodness. Gemini. Okay. So this energy of indecision. Should I say something? Should I address it? Should I, take action? Should I not take action? All of that, it's like you're trying to make decisions about your emotions, but what I'm hearing is that if you follow your heart in this, if you really follow, the right thing to do, and it's just a matter of following your feelings about it and not allowing the opposite to happen, which is your feelings are, you're afraid of making the wrong decision. You're afraid of doing the wrong thing. You're afraid of the consequences or the outcome. But if you take no action, then the situation just remains stagnant. What else am I getting here? So right now, your thoughts and your feelings are very closely related. You might be having a lot of thoughts that are emotional thoughts or emotionally driven thoughts. And that's causing some of this kind of inner confusion and chaos. And boy, here's where you are in this energy. Brokenhearted. You feel like your life is falling apart. Tower. The Tower also reminds us that this is transformative. You have the opportunity to let this situation transform you if you're willing to be courageous in it. And that doesn't mean you have to know the outcome, right? You don't have to know the outcome. It doesn't have to turn out a specific or particular way. But if you don't take the action, again, it just stagnates. Okay? And this broken heart here, this is the energy you're stagnating in. You're stagnating in the energy of a broken heart. And so to heal that, it's going to require you to take some action and make some decisions. Okay. Let's get more clarification on the Three of Swords. More clarification on the Three of Swords. What more can we know for Gemini with this Three of Swords energy? Seven of Wands. I feel like you're trying to transform this broken heart into the Seven of Wands, which is, right, finding some space in you, meditation, grounding, etc. But there's also a sense of like defending yourself. So whatever this is, like you've kind of thrown a blanket over this broken heart and you're covering it up with something, busyness or whatever it is, and it causes you to be a little defended and guarded, and that's going to make healing this a little bit more difficult. So let's look at the possible outcome here for Gemini. What's the outcome here for Gemini? What's the outcome here for Gemini? 2 more cards, please. What's the outcome here for Gemini? Thank you. Oh, these are beautiful. So for the outcome, we have 6 of Cups, High Priestess, and Judgment. Starting with the Judgment card, I feel like there's part of you that's afraid if you move in a direction that's so different from your pattern, your old patterns, you're worried you're going to lose yourself, that somehow you're losing part of your soul. And we'll look at that a little bit more closely. I feel like with the High Priestess, you are, you're trying to trust your intuition. You want to trust your intuition, but because you're guarded, your intuition is not giving you clear messages. So that's something to be mindful about. And the 6 of Cups, I feel like this card is representing like a time in life when things were a little bit easier maybe for you, when things just felt happier and more joyful, and you really want to get back to this time. But let's look at Judgment just a little bit more closely. What more can we know about the Judgment card for Gemini? So as I was saying, the Judgment card felt to me like you're afraid of losing a part of yourself. And the clarifying card is the 8 of Swords. And what I feel like with this is that it's an illusion. This fear of losing yourself is an illusion. You're already trapped in this way, in this experience, in this pattern, in this belief, in this way of being. You're already trapped in that. So anything you do different is not going to harm you. This is a fear that needs to be resolved and healed. And you can see here in the mirror, she sees herself as trapped, but in actuality, she's not. So this is an illusion. This is, and this also, I feel like it's the same kind of illusion. So there's a belief that you hold that is keeping you stuck in this pattern. So that's kind of intense there, Gemini. Let's see what messages the angels have for you. Any other messages for Gemini? Spirit, any other messages for Gemini? Thank you. Wow, I've got a lot of messages. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, we have a lot of messages. All right, the first one is courage, and that came out already. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. So you're not alone in this, Gemini. You do have the support that you need to move forward. And imagine, clearly visualize the life you want. Feel it in your heart and soul, and so it will come to be. So feel like maybe if you're able to visualize a little bit, a more positive outcome by doing this, whatever it is you need to address here, if you choose to do it differently than you've done it in the past, and you can visualize that, that might give you the courage that you need. Wow, you got a lot of angel cards, okay? So a lot of reminders that you're supported by Spirit in all of this. Blue Angel, I, Archangel Michael, am here by your side. I am all around you and will forever protect you. Remember this whenever you feel fearful. I love you. All is well. Inspiration. A new idea comes to you like a gentle whisper inside your heart. Listen and take action. This is inspiration from high above. So your angels are trying to support you and nudge you a little bit to move forward here. And then finally you have Healing Angel. At this very moment you are being bathed in gold, pink, and deep green light. Accept this healing. We, your angels, surround you with wings of love. You are eternally free, eternally fresh, and eternally abundant. All right, very good, Gemini. Well, I'll look forward to seeing you in July, and until then, many blessings to you. Thank you.